Welcome to American Reacts. In this video, we're going to be reacting to Lewis's Brit reacts to what shocks Europeans about American homes. Let's get into it.
What shocks Europeans about American homes? Excited to get into this, see what we got. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's check this out.
You heard the man. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, help support the channel for free.
I'm a European currently staying here in this American house.
Okay.
And these are little differences, sometimes major differences, that I notice. So
Right.
please come on in and don't take your shoes off.
This is not a thing. I'd say like maybe 10% of the houses in the US people don't take their shoes off. But I don't know why the Europeans think that like every American house, we just walk around with our shoes on. It's crazy.
Okay. No requirement then.
Okay, this is just me being weird, but I prefer these switches over the European ones.
We've got both of these switches. We've got a wide variety of switches in the US, but these are mostly the common.
Also for the reason that it says on and off in little writings on the switch. So
Right.
even if I flip it up, nothing lights up. I know I just turned something on, so I better turn it off.
Okay, yeah, you know in some European homes, they might be like multiple switches in a room or next to the room.
I think in general, you just know when you flip it up, that means on. Like, you don't even have to read it. Just up is on, down is off.
The controls like the same light. So sometimes like turning it on is like you gotta play around with some of them, but you know, they're not always the right way.
And there's one more thing I love about switches in US. When I first got into this house and I flipped on this switch, I noticed the light is kind of dim.
Got a
well,
dimmer.
There is a dimmer, so you can actually move it and make it brighter. You rarely see.
The same thing. This is not in all American homes. This is usually like upper middle class to middle class. But I mean, they're fairly common, but this is not like a standard thing.
that in a European household. You quite frequently see it here, and I'm used to.
Oh wait, yeah, you rarely see it. I don't think I've been in a house that's had a dimmer. I don't think. Yeah, like UK homes, you just turn on the switch and then you got the light, and that's how the light is. That you can't dim it up. Mad.
The round button that you push and then you turn it, but in this house, there's like a little puller. on
That
the
is
side
handy.
That's the same kind my friend had.
I didn't notice for a while, so
When I was growing up, it was that same old flick light switch, but you can like choose how far you flip the switch up, and that's what dimmed it.
I was here in the darkness.
That is handy.
Now,
Because you don't always, like, especially like the bedroom and stuff, like, you don't really want it that bright all the time. You know what I mean? Especially like at night, you want it, you need a dimmer.
like European beds where we use dimensions to tell you how big the bed is. In
Right.
We use dimensions too.
US, they make it simple by calling it a queen size or a king size.
We do have like size names.
Especially if you're like trying to figure out the exact size bed you want for the space you have. You know, obviously you're going to look at the size in the measurements of it, but I don't think you know what he's saying was, oh yeah, we just call it this and that's all. You know, there's a lot more thought that goes into it. Just like, oh, I want a king or a queen. You know, obviously you're going to have to measure it out to see how much space you got left.
As well, like single, double. Do we have a king and queen? I don't even know.
Not only that, like a king size is the same standard dimensions, queen same standard dimensions, so on and so forth.
But you have like there's like an extra double as well or something like that.
But let's not talk about the width.
The biggest bed we have in the U.S. is an Alaska king.
I rather want to talk about the height, because beds in US are always quite high up, and I prefer that over the European way how we do
You have
it.
to like jump up and jump down to get on and off.
I wonder if it's because of the box spring. Do they have box springs? Do they often use box springs in the UK or Europe in general?
To be honest, I try to make my bed in my European apartment as high as possible. But
Really?
it's nowhere near as high as all the
Yeah, that is looking high. I'm not gonna lie. That's looking very,
It's got to be
very
the
high.
box spring.
American beds I sleep on. This one is extremely soft, by the way. I don't know what's wrong with it.
That'd be nice. That would be
It's a
nice.
soft
Oh my
bed.
god, that is
Look at
soft.
it. How can someone sleep in this?
Wait, do you guys like a very, very, very soft bed over there?
So almost every
Honestly, it comes down to preferences. Most things in America is usually the preference, right? We got so many options. You kind of just pick what you want.
room I've been to in US has another room attached to it. So you walk in and you're like, oh, what's that secret room?
Closet.
it's usually a closet.
This is where you guys do, like, what you do perfectly. So, like, in the UK, we don't have these. We have
I have closets. That's weird.
to have an actual wardrobe that, like, sticks out, and it's, like, in the way
They're lowering the witch in the wardrobe, mate.
of everything, and our rooms aren't even that big anyway, and then nightmare. Absolute nightmare. What, a closet like this?
I thought closets were standard.
Beautiful. Perfect.
And doesn't matter how small the apartments are, even in New York City,
You
there
always
are
have 'em.
apartments where there is a door
Wow.
which hides a closet.
See, that's good because, like, you still have the area to put things on because it's a wall. Like, a wardrobe that we have to place there, you're not going to put anything on it because
I think having a closet in New York's goofy. I'd put my clothes under the bed and just rather not have a closet and save the space.
it's not a wall, it's a wardrobe, right?
I don't know if it's good or bad, it's just different. And since we're doing differences, I figured I'd mention it.
I like it. I
Also, the
like a
doorknobs are
closet.
different, but I guess that's obvious. I was thinking, should I make it like a separate section that I talk about the doorknob?
Our doorknobs aren't round. Our doorknobs, it's like a handle.
He's got it right here. Same thing for this. We've got these doorknobs, the handle doorknobs, these round doorknobs. I've seen doorknobs that's like a fake crystal. Really, the doorknob you're going to get in your house is going to be whatever the cheapest option the contractor had to choose from. That's typical. That's the standard. It's the cheapest option that the contractor had to choose from.
It's like a handle. It comes out this way and then this way, and then you just pull down.
And always like, no, it's obvious.
And that comes down to preference too. You're remodeling the house. Maybe you pick all the same matching door handles for the house.
And not only there's a walk-in closet in most of the rooms, there's one right there,
Okay.
but there's usually a bathroom attached. And I love that as a
That's not true. That's not true at all. I've seen most of the time the bathroom's attached. It's like a master bedroom. It has a master bathroom attached to it. So you'll typically have like the master bathroom, then you'll have the public bathroom or you know, like a bathroom that's got the shower and a sink and stuff like that in it. Then you'll have a half bathroom where it's usually by the kitchen and in more of a common area, and that's just a toilet and a sink. That's it.
European.
What? In most rooms? In the UK,
No, not most rooms at all.
you are lucky to have an ensuite. We call them ensuites. Houses do have them, but not many. Not many at all.
Every bedroom has its own bathroom in there's a raccoon
Every
in the air
bedroom.
conditioning system.
No, this is like, I don't know where this guy's getting this information from. It's not even close to being true.
We'll get to it later, but it's freaking me out.
Surely not every bedroom.
I've been in this house for a week by myself, and like there's something under the floors. Can you imagine how scary that is? And I'm the only guy in the neighborhood without a shotgun. This is a biggie, and I can already hear you say it. American showers are stupid. You turn it on and blast into your face.
What?
I actually prefer that over the hoses, even
Wait, what do you mean it blasts into your face? What?
though
I don't know either. I've never been blasted in my face turning the shower on.
this shower does have an extra hose added. Most showers in US do not. There's just that faucet at the bottom, and then the shower that sprays directly into your face. So you either get burned, or in most cases it's
It makes no sense because you turn the spigot on at the bottom if you have a bathtub / shower, and it comes out of the spigot to fill up the tub, but then you pull up a little plunger that redirects the water up to the shower head. I've never been sprayed in the face. So that doesn't make any sense.
very cold.
You could, like, surely you can, like, move it around. Why is it just going in your face? How's it going to go down onto your body?
Believe it or not, but at my house in Europe, I have the shower set up that when you turn on the water,
I love these showers. Overhead showers. I have one, and it's just like, it's like a waterfall on your head.
it first goes from the ceiling, but it's not blasting into your face. It's kind of that,
Yeah. I do
rain-
like them.
No way, I just thought about it. This guy is literally reaching into the shower with his head under the spigot when he pulls the plunger up. Like, you don't have to stick your whole top half of your body in there. You just stick your arm in, you know, boom, pull it up. That's it. I've never been sprayed in the face. Makes no sense.
shower thing. I'm that guy. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the different system of the toilet, but
Okay.
you can probably imagine I do not want to get into details, but I'm going to talk about flushing and the amount of water you actually use in US to water down your whatever,
Right.
and in Europe. because most US toilets, or actually all of them I saw, have just that one lever. In Europe,
Interesting. Europe, we
Yeah, that's the standard for sure.
have the buttons on top of it.
we have
We've got toilets with buttons on top as well,
2 buttons.
Yep.
and it also has 2 buttons.
We have a the small button is for when you have a wee, so it's like a smaller flush, and then the big button is when you do your business and you need a bigger flush.
Larger, and one is smaller, and you can probably figure out why. And it's pretty much on all of the toilets I know now.
It is.
I think that's better. There's one thing I prefer about US toilets. I just don't want to get into details.
Is that to be like environmentally friendly and that?
So let's leave it. They're lower. Makes
Lower.
sense. Have you ever thought about it? US toilets
That's something I can't speak on. I've never been to Europe, so I don't know how tall or low the toilets are.
are lower, so your knees are higher, so it's easier.
Wait, no, that is actually a thing. I've heard about that. Like the lower you are and your knees are higher, like they normally say, like when you constipate, put like your legs on a box or something to bring your knees higher, so like it's easier for you. So that's why that makes sense. You guys are having much better, toilet business.
Think about it. And since we're already on the John, let's talk about the partner of today's video, because it is phone related.
You guys are doing it better, man. Doing it better.
I'm
All
moving
right,
on.
Lewis skipped it for me.
Maybe we need to make our toilets lower.
This is something I wish every European household would have. Not a bed nor a light,
Okay.
but the light switch. That is right under the light bulb, so even if you don't know the light, you'll always be able to locate it.
Wait,
I thought that was normal for lamps.
we have these though. We do have light switches for our lights.
In Europe, it's always somewhere on the wire.
Oh yeah, we got those too, but usually like if you got a switch on the wire, it's like a cheap lamp.
Oh, okay. He's right. He's right. So I've actually had a few lights where the switch is on the light bulb, but like most of them in the UK, it's on the wire. He is right. He is right.
And usually it's sort of hidden behind the table, or at least in the
Yeah.
cases I know. So
Yeah,
once
you gotta
looking for the
fiddle
switch,
around.
you knock
That's what I hate about those as well.
things over, and like
True.
here, you can always find it. I love
Handy.
it. Check out the magic.
Oh, so I'm guessing in America that's like for all the lights, right? He's loving it.
Watching
Like I,
it
said,
on
I think,
YouTube.
like I said, I think it's just the cheap lights. At least in my experience, all the cheap lights have the switch on the wire.
Bert that's happy that he knows how to turn on and off a lamp. Yes, you are.
It's the smaller things.
So to heat a house in Europe, most likely you will have a radiator placed under a window.
In every single room, under the window. My window's right here. The radiator, you can't really see it, is right there.
In it is hot
We've got radiator heaters as well. I've seen stuff like this in like older houses. More modern radiator systems is usually just like a radiator bar. It's maybe about this tall, and it just runs along the bottom on the floor by the baseboard under the window. The heating's always going to be under the window, whether it's air or radiator. That's where most of the heat escapes. So the heaters are always going to be under a window or next to a door.
water that
every
will heat
room.
up your house or your apartment. In US, most often you'll come across these vents that will blow either hot or cold air, depending on
Fancy.
the season. Right now it's winter.
Oh yeah, what's nice about these two is you can just have the fan on and it's not circulating any like heat or coolness, and just circulates air through the house, and it's nice so that way your air doesn't stale and stay static. I really like those.
So it's blowing hot air.
That is fancy. A double system one.
And in the summer, when it gets hot down here
Wow.
in Florida, you can use it as air conditioning.
That's good. That is
I don't think you can use like these vents are hooked up to it's not the same system. These are hooked up to the furnace, and then the air conditioner is a whole separate thing. I suppose the air conditioning is tied into the same vent system, but it's two different devices that's creating the hot air and then the real cold air. Usually the cool air that this blows out is just a fan in the furnace going, and it's not actually on creating heat. It's just blowing the air and circulating the air.
really good.
The fun fact.
And I hate our heaters because they're always in the way. Like, I actually can't put anything there. And in so many of my rooms, I can't put something there because the heater's in the way. And I don't want the thing in front of the heater because then it would just look weird, right? And actually, in downstairs, I've actually had to get a radiator cover thing to cover it so I can put stuff on top. Nightmare,
I gotta
bro.
see what
Nightmare.
that looks like.
I wish we just had these, what you guys have.
Fact about this ventilation system is that something's living inside of it. I've been in this house for a week and we became friends over time.
Ah.
Right, I don't know if this is just me noticing this.
We
but,
don't have
like,
ceiling fans.
Every house I've been to in the US has a ceiling
We
fan.
don't have these.
I don't think I've ever seen one in Europe or like it's very
Every house definitely does not have one, but it is often common if a house does have one. It's usually in the living room, and then the other one will be in the master bedroom. I have seen houses where every room's got a fan in it, but it's usually because, like, the second owner or the first owner or whatever, they get them installed afterward. The designer or the contractor generally is not going to put a fan in every single room. Just like the door handles, they go with the cheapest option. Smaller rooms, they don't get a fan, they just get a light. Master bedrooms, they're totally fitted out. They got the big bathroom, big tub, his and her sinks in the bathroom. So the husband gets his own sink, wife gets her own sink, a stand-up shower separate from the tub, walk-in closet, fan on the ceiling, dimmers. That's like the master bedroom's usually like kitted out.
very rare. And usually you flip on the switch in a room and it starts the
I don't get it though, because like in the UK we do need ceiling fans. Like if there's one thing, like I get the ACs are very expensive and stuff like that, but like we need a ceiling fan because like when for the rare couple weeks where it gets really hot in the UK and we can't breathe because we don't have ACs, right, and it's very humid, surely a ceiling fan would be great.
fan. So you're trying to figure out which one of these
Honestly, the fan doesn't even really cool you down, just moves air around.
is to turn it off. Yeah, it says Hampton Bay. It doesn't say fan or light.
Okay.
This kind of confuses me.
So you just have a guess?
And there is one more thing that kind of bothers me with these ceiling
Oh, it hits
fans,
you in the head.
which I hope is apparent and obvious from this shot. Okay, so Americans watching, which one is the light?
Not all fans are like that, though. Majority of them have the pulleys, but not all fans.
Which one is the fan? The glass or the wood?
I don't know, but once you pull it was, you'll know from that.
Okay, the glass is the light.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, so there's speeds. Oh,
there's
So
different
how do you do
speeds.
There's one thing he didn't mention either, is usually on the base up here, there'll be like a little switch, and that'll change the direction that the fan spins. So one direction, it'll blow air down. Another direction, it'll pull air up. And this really helps, like in the winter, to blow hot air down, because, heat rises, so to kind of just blow it back down to the ground, and it keeps circulating the air.
Oh, no. Oh, so there's speeds. Oh,
there's
so
different
how do you do your
speeds?
laundry? 30, 40, or 60? No clue what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Well, you're probably not a European, but an American.
It was 30, 40, 60.
Therefore, your washers don't have selection of degrees nor these crazy symbols that we have in Europe on our washers.
Okay.
But it's quite simple. You select the load size, small, medium, large, and then you go with temperature.
Oh, wait, that's so handy. Is that how simple it really is? I have to Google all the time, what does the symbol mean on my washing machine? Because I don't know what it is. Like, there's just like 8 different symbols, and I'm like, I just want to wash my clothes, bro.
Warm, hot, or cold. You don't care about degrees and about, all the other
The
things
cycle.
that we care about. Because, your clothes is not going to get destroyed here, but in the dryer, which is right next door.
Right.
To be honest, I prefer this over the European confusing system of
Yeah,
symbols.
it is confusing.
That's weird. They have symbols instead of just using like casual. Like I saw this one, this washer said casual on it, but yeah, it's usually like it'll actually say what it is instead of just show you a picture.
Also, you put your clothes in from the top and not. It's confusing.
That's funny. Right here, I'm just watching that Jolly video where they found out that the caps over there like stay on the bottle.
And
This is like the same cheap water bottle you'd find here, but I've never seen it where like the cap stays on.
Also, you put your clothes in from the top and not the side, which is really handy, by the way. And I'm surprised if you don't hit on it. So I have a washing machine and a dryer, and I've got to bend down, get my clothes out the basket, and push it in, right? And it always falls on.
We have both. We have top loaders and side loaders. Honestly, I haven't really seen like one more than the other. I guess if anything, like these top loaders were like old school ones or like early 2000s, 91, ones from the 90s. Usually we're always top loaders, but now it's pretty common to see side loaders. But yeah, I like the top loaders because you can kind of just dump your stuff right in.
The floor. It's so annoying. And when I get it out of the washing machine and pull it in the basket and pull it in the dryer, it always falls on the floor, right? Having it on top like this, bro, you could just tip the basket in.
Yep, just like I said.
It's the smaller things in life, man.
It makes it so much easier.
Great, you even have like a little manual. What's a small load, what's a medium load, and how much detergent to put in. I love it. White's hot, color's warm, dark, cold.
Okay.
And in this,
very simple.
You can only wash shirts. Nothing else can go into this place. Close lid, push start. I love it.
Very simple.
This is a dryer, and yes,
they're bigger as well. Like, these are massive.
If I was 11, I'd be
But yeah, so your dryer is like how all ours are. You push it in from the side.
And yes, if I was 11, I'd be
These are like normal size ones.
Yes,
I've seen bigger ones than these.
Most households did not have dryers in Europe.
Nope.
Now we have them, so all our
we have a lot of like combo machines because like we can't really fit two in. So like we have a thing called washer dryer that will do both.
clothes is shrunk.
Which
But
is
this
probably most
absolutely
common.
normal in every US household. Not just to have a washer and a dryer, but usually to have like a separated space for them. In Europe, it's quite often that you'll
You gotta put them in the kitchen.
have your washer
Here we put it in the laundry room, a room where you do your laundry.
wherever it fits. Most of the times it's in the bathroom, and I know
Bathroom? No, most of the time it's in the kitchen like this.
households where it's in the kitchen.
Yep, kitchen.
But God, these electric
The kitchen's for cooking, the bathroom's for going to the bathroom, and the laundry room's for doing your laundry. Come on, guys. Come on, Europe.
guzzling machines, clothes destroying evil creations. Hate it.
If you guys didn't have socialized healthcare, you'd be able to have laundry rooms. Think about the possibilities.
Why do they always shrink the clothes? Like, well, how have we not figured out yet how to dry it without shrinking?
Oh, and I also love the top-loading washers. Love it.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
maybe a
good.
weird one, but we don't have many of these at our households in Europe, and I love
Toaster oven.
these. It's
What
like
is
a
it?
toaster slash oven. So you can toast your bread, you can make a pizza in it, you can put a bagel in it, whatever. I love it. Much better than a regular toaster or a microwave.
Wait, that is a cool toaster, man.
And I like how this is quite honest. So you don't really set a temperature or a
Can I
time.
get one?
You just tell it, oh, I'm putting in 4 loaves of bread or 4
Oh my God, I want
slices
one of
bread.
these.
So
You can set a timer, but they have quick select options on there.
figure out the time and the temperature. Yeah, US is simple in many ways.
I
just
need
love it
one
when
of
there's a
these.
window to the garden or to the yard from the kitchen. Well, you can have that in Europe and in US, but in US it's much easier to open the window. I mean, look here,
Right.
there's stuff on the window, but you can still open it because the window slides up.
Okay, I see where he's going with this. In the UK, it opens out and in. So, like, you'll be knocking things over.
Unlike in
That's weird. We have windows that open out, but it's usually like you do the little crank wheel, and the window opens out. I don't think there's any windows that open in. At least that I've never seen them. But yeah, we also have these sliding windows like this here that slide up and down, and then a lot of times you'll see a window that slides sideways.
Europe, where it opens to the inside. I mean, it has other different features in Europe, but
We
I
don't
like
have
this
those ones.
better.
Ours just come out and yeah, it's terrible. But sometimes they do go outwards though. Not always inwards. I do like the
Fridges in
lifting up
general in
ones.
the US are much bigger than in Europe, and this is not even a big one.
That's
in
massive.
Europe, it's
That's a small fridge.
quite normal to have a small fridge under your counter. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody has
See, my fridge probably is from here to like here. It's very, very skinny, and it's like the bottom section is a freezer, top section is a fridge.
that
How do you put anything in there?
much food, right?
It's not that big. That is who.
He's got his priorities. Priorities right here. You can make a peanut butter and jelly with this. He's got a Miller, whatever the hell this stuff is, and whatever the hell this stuff is.
Huge.
I'm living here alone. So those were the things I could find in an American house.
That was good though. I enjoy these videos, checking out like the differences
That was a
between
good
our
watch.
homes and that, and seeing what kind of things I need to upgrade my house to make it more American. Or I could
It was fun to react to a Brit reacting to a European getting a lot of things wrong about what's standard in an American home.
just move to America, which would be so much easier and nicer. But yeah, no, great video. Enjoyed that. Let me know what your favorite house things are living in America, and I can see like if I have them in the UK or like if we need them here. That'd be interesting. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
From what I put together, they need in the UK is laundry rooms and fans. Sounds like the biggest thing that they need, and maybe central air heating, HVAC. That way they can get rid of their furnaces. But yeah, that was a good watch. Like I said, it was awesome to react to a Brit, react to another European, doing his best to show what's standard in American homes, getting quite a bit of things wrong, but it was good. Yeah, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to help support the channel for free. To watch Lewis's video, that'll be in the description below. I will also leave a link to this guy's video as well. We'll catch you guys in the next one.